We once discovered a planet using nothing but math. We then found another completely by accident. A space station so big, astronauts were stuck in the middle of it. And if not for a single bullet in 1963, Americans and Soviets might have stood on the moon together. Let's take a look at the weirdest, saddest, and most unbelievable space discoveries you've probably never heard about. Number 1. The planet we guessed into existence. In 1846, a French mathematician named Urbain Le Verrier did the unthinkable. He discovered a planet without ever seeing it. Using only calculations and the odd, unbalanced orbit of the planet we all know, Uranus, Leverrier predicted that something massive had to be pulling on it. That something turned out to be Neptune. It was found by German astronomers just days after receiving his predictions. But something still didn't sit right. Uranus was still wobbling just a little more than it should have, and that raised a bold new question. Was there another planet hiding even farther out? Astronomers began searching for what they called Planet X, a mysterious ninth world at the edge of the solar system. And in 1930, excitement peaked. Pluto was discovered. But celebration turned into confusion. Pluto was tiny. Too tiny. It simply didn't have enough mass to affect Uranus the way Planet X was supposed to. So for decades, Pluto was thought to be that missing planet. But the math never really worked out. Then in 1989, NASA's Voyager 2 spacecraft flew past Neptune and finally cleared the long-lasting confusion. Supposed anomalies in Uranus's orbit? They were just measurement errors, nothing more. Which meant the search for Planet X was simply based on a misunderstanding. And for Pluto? Its discovery, despite all the excitement, was a complete accident. But just when everyone thought the mystery was over, new evidence changed everything. Number 2. The return of Planet X. For years, most astronomers believed Planet X was just a myth, a story born from faulty data. But recent discoveries have brought the idea back from the dead. Scientists studying objects beyond Neptune, aka the trans-Neptunian objects, noticed something strange. These distant bodies aren't just scattered randomly. Their orbits form a curious pattern, clustered together in a way that's almost impossible to ignore. The odds of this happening by chance? About 1 in 15,000. This suggested something massive, hidden far beyond Neptune's orbit, is quietly pulling the strings. Like a mysterious planet, roughly the size of Neptune itself, could be lurking out there, making one orbit around the Sun every 15,000 years. To put that into perspective, this planet takes longer to circle the Sun than humanity has existed. If this new Planet X really exists, we might get a glimpse of it within the next 5 years. And if it's confirmed, it could rewrite everything we thought we knew about our solar system. But for now, it remains a tantalizing possibility, one that keeps astronomers searching the night sky. Number 3. Exoplanets and alien systems. Beyond our solar system, the universe hides countless alien worlds, planets orbiting stars light years away. Thanks to powerful telescopes, we now have images of some of these distant planets, frozen in time across unimaginable distances. One star called Altair spins so fast that it's not round like Earth or the Sun. It's stretched into a flattened oval shape, almost like a cosmic football. Nearby stars host entire families of planets, some orbiting so close their years last just days. These glimpses into other systems are the best images humanity has ever captured of worlds beyond our own. Small red dots, faint glimmers, and shadows revealing the secrets of distant suns. Each new discovery brings us closer to answering one of humanity's oldest questions. Are we alone? Or is life out there, waiting to be found? But while telescopes chase exoplanets billions of miles away, here on Earth we've built something just as impressive in low orbit. Number 4. Skylab and the challenge of floating. Before the International Space Station, there was Skylab, America's first real space station, launched in the early 1970s. Unlike today's modular orbiting labs, Skylab was launched as one complete unit. Enormous inside, roughly the size of a small house. But its vast interior brought unexpected problems. Astronauts quickly discovered they could float right into the middle of the station and get stuck. With nothing to hold onto, they'd have to wait for tiny air currents to drift them back to a wall or call for help. Luckily, they figured out a clever trick. By pushing air with their hands, they could swim through Skylab, propelling themselves around in zero gravity. A subtle reminder that even in the vacuum of space, humans find ways to adapt. But getting astronauts into space to experience all this weightlessness is a massive struggle in itself. Number 5. Rockets are ridiculously inefficient. Getting into space isn't just hard, it's downright brutal on fuel and engineering. Every extra pound of mass means you need more fuel, and more fuel means even more weight. It's a vicious cycle that pushes rocket design to the absolute limit. When a space shuttle reaches stable orbit, it's lost over 85% of its total mass. Most of that was fuel burned to fight gravity. Even more surprisingly, it takes more fuel to reach orbit than to travel from orbit to the moon. Some experts say if Earth were just 50% larger, we might never have gotten off the ground using rockets alone. And the truth is, rockets weren't designed with efficiency or long-term space colonization in mind. They were built to win a race between the US and Soviet Union in a Cold War battle for first. But if we want to live on Mars or build massive space stations, relying on rockets alone might not cut it. Number 6. The saddest happy birthday in the universe. On August 5th, 2013, NASA's Curiosity rover marked 1 year on Mars. Not with cake or candles, but by playing Happy Birthday to itself. How? Using its onboard instrument designed to analyze soil samples, it resonated at different frequencies to recreate the tune. No crowd, no cheers, just a lonely beep echoing across the red planet. It was a celebration unlike any other. A robot marking its own survival millions of miles from home. A quiet reminder that space exploration is as much about solitude and perseverance as it is about discovery. Number 7. Uranus, George, and the Great Name Debate. Uranus has been the butt of jokes for centuries thanks to how its name sounds. Scientists debate whether to say Uranus or your anus, but either way it's hard to keep a straight face. What's less known is that the planet almost had a completely different name, Georgium Sidus, or the Star of George, named after King George III by its discoverer. It took nearly 70 years for the scientific community to settle on Uranus, and many are secretly glad it wasn't George. But whether it's a cosmic punchline or a royal tribute, Uranus reminds us that space history is full of surprises, and sometimes a little humor. Number 8. Animals in space did more than you think. Before humans took the giant leap into space, animals were the first explorers. The journey started with fruit flies in 1947. Tiny passengers aboard a rocket that paved the way for what was to come. Over the years, monkeys, mice, hamsters, turtles, rabbits, cats, frogs, and even cockroaches joined the mission. Some results were unexpected. Cockroaches born in space became faster and stronger than their earthbound relatives. Birds, however, faced a unique challenge. They actually need gravity to swallow food, which made space life nearly impossible for them. And early human missions weren't even sure if weightlessness would let astronauts swallow properly. Had gravity affected something so basic, the first human in space might have faced life-threatening struggles just eating or breathing. Animals taught us more than we imagined, not just about surviving space, but what it means to adapt to the unknown. Number 9. JFK, the Soviets, and the mission that never was. In 1963, at the height of the Cold War, President John F. Kennedy stunned the world by proposing something nearly unimaginable, a joint moon mission with the Soviet Union. At first, Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev rejected the idea. After all, these two nations were locked in a fierce rivalry, racing to conquer space first. But decades later, Khrushchev's son revealed that his father quietly changed his mind, ready to accept collaboration. The Soviets had superior rocket technology, the US had better computers, and together they could have saved billions and possibly eased global tensions. Then, tragedy struck. Kennedy was assassinated on November 22, 1963. Without him, trust evaporated, and plans for a joint mission died, along with the possibility of astronauts and cosmonauts standing on the moon side by side. It's one of history's great what-ifs, a moment when competition gave way to cooperation, only to be cut short by fate. Before we take off with number 10, if you've enjoyed this video so far, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're feeling a little extra nice today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Let's get back to it. Number 10. The cosmic speed limit and why we're stuck. Here's a mind-blowing truth. Nothing in the universe can travel faster than the speed of light, about 186,000 miles per second. That might sound insanely fast, but it actually puts a hard limit on how far and how quickly we can explore space. For example, the closest star to Earth beyond the Sun, Proxima Centauri, is over 4 light years away. That means even traveling at light speed, it would take over 4 years just to get there. Current spacecraft travel at just a tiny fraction of that speed. Voyager 1, the fastest human-made object, would take over 70,000 years to reach Proxima Centauri. This cosmic speed limit means interstellar travel is one of humanity's greatest challenges, one we're nowhere close to solving yet. Yet, despite these limits, our thirst to explore keeps pushing science forward in ways that once seemed impossible. Space exploration isn't just about rockets, planets, or distant stars. It's a story full of human quirks, missteps, and moments of unexpected wonder. Take this for example. Despite decades of exploring, over 99% of the universe remains a mystery to us. Yet we keep pushing forward, driven by curiosity and the urge to understand what lies beyond. We've built machines to explore alien worlds, yet sometimes it's the small mistakes, misheard words, forgotten plans, or unspoken jokes that reveal the true story behind the headlines. And while we chase the next big breakthrough, whether it's finding a new planet or building a colony on Mars, space reminds us how fragile and unpredictable our journey really is. Because in the end, space exploration is not just a triumph of science and technology, it's a reflection of human curiosity, resilience, and the drive to reach beyond our limits, even when the odds seem impossible. Before you go anywhere, I think you want to hear about 5 AI tools that will make you money in 2025. Click that video right up there to get started.